we're two professional songwriters from Nashville, Tennessee, and record producers. And we were with a good friend of ours, Will, and we went down to a little island off of Mexico to write beach songs because Kenny Chesney is making a beach record. Okay, so any songwriter in Nashville wants to get a song by Kenny Chesney. So we went down there and thought we'd go down there and write songs for a few days and hang out on the beach and enjoy it and write some beach songs. So when we got back, we thought we really nailed it with some of these songs, and we did the demos. And demos are the recordings that you do that you present to the artist so they can see what the record's going to sound like. So we did these demos, and we pitched them to where they needed to go, and we didn't get any really positive feedback on them. So Tim here, we were upset. Tim here says we need to make our own damn beach record, and I was like, ha 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 ha, yeah, we'll make a beach record. He said, no, I'm serious. We need to make our own beach record.
Absolutely.
And so we started talking about it, and Tim said, I just came back from the beach and with my family, and you go into all those stores down there, there's nothing, there's no music for the beach. There's towels and balls and everything else to play with, but there's no music that's just like for the beach, except maybe an occasional old Jimmy Buffett CD or something like that. So we thought, wow, this is a great idea. We'll make a beach record. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with it, but we're going to make a beach record of beach songs and sounds, and so we thought we would do this video blog as we're doing it for something we could put on YouTube or anything like that, because everybody's got an opinion about what they think the beach is like, or what kind of music maybe they think it should be when they're at the beach, or what they like to listen to. So we wanted to get some feedback from it while we're doing it. So we're going to do these little blogs and then put them up there to see little excerpts of it, of what we do while we're making the record and getting the songs together and the process that we go through to make this beach record.
That's right. We're having a person, Henry Murphy, is part of Henry and the Seahawks, and we're going to have him be the vocalist on the beach record, and so Henry has artist aspirations, so we're trying to balance out his artist aspirations and our beach project concept. So it makes for
we were both when Tim and I were talking about who would be the singer for this, we both thought about Henry at the same time, and I didn't know his name, but Tim had said there's a guy that plays over in Nashville at a club, Henry, and I think he'd be great. And I said, is that the guy that plays at the Tin Roof or whatever the name of the place is or something? And I said, yeah, it's the very guy I was thinking about. So we were both thinking about this guy. And after we talked to Henry, and we want him to tell that part of the story, we realized how perfect he was for this because of what the beach meant to him and how he just felt like it changed his life.
So we put a collection of beach songs together. We're going to cut a couple of cover songs. We have a couple of ideas.
Cover songs meaning old songs have already been big hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Henry, we're going to do those. We're going to do some original songs, and we're also in the process of writing a few of those songs ourselves to finish up the project, and we're also listening for songs from other writers, and so far we like our own songs better. Funny how that works. But anyways, we have heard some good songs, and we're going to be in touch.
My name's Henry, and I'm in a group called Henry and the Seahawks. And we started in St. Augustine, Florida, back in 2001. A good buddy of mine named Stacy and I were sitting on a little gazebo in on Anastasia Island, right on St. Augustine Beach, and we were thinking of names of bands, and we came up with the name of Seahawks. And St. Augustine, I'm boring you guys? You guys want to lay down? Want a blanket?
No, we can tell this will be a long story. We're just sitting there.
Do y'all want the long story, or
No, we're all good, Henry.
They're all good.
why don't you guys go get coffee, and when you come back,
It'll be done.
no, I'll be finished with my intro. All he did is ask me my name. Henry. I'm Henry, and I'm sometimes long-winded. Sometimes I like to elaborate on things. I have things to say. But I had gotten to St. Augustine after a divorce. And, like most people, that's a real painful thing. And I was separated from my children, and I'd done a lot of healing. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and spent a lot of time in Florida because that's where my wife and her family were from. And after our divorce, she moved back to Florida with her family, and so I started spending more time down there. And the musicians down in Florida really, and the people really took me in a real beautiful way, in a real meaningful way. And I eventually wound up in St. Augustine, and making some friends there. And St. Augustine's a place where I did a lot of healing, and it was so my perspective on the ocean and all that isn't quite. It's not from the perspective of a vacationer. It's more from a perspective of it's just very much drawn to the ocean and nature and the sun and the warm winds and just being able to kind of do a lot of walking and meditating, and it's just a place that I find a lot of harmony with the universe, if you will.